To add data to the Firestore, let's create a form on our interface. The form contains an input of type text and a button of type submit. To capture entries into the input, let's create a ref, and the ref handles an input, and we want to set this title name, which is arbitrary, we made that up. So we want to set this title name to input. Then let's add an onSubmit handler to the entire form. So when the form is submitted, it takes an event, and we want handle submit to handle the event. Now let's create the handle submit method. So I've got a handle submit method outside of my render function. The first thing I want to do is prevent the default form submission. This is a single page application, so we don't want forms to redirect the page in any way. Then we want to call the database, so db.doc, and the same path that we retrieve data from on mount. And instead of calling the get method, this time we're going to call the set method. And we're going to set the name to this.titlename.value, which is the reference we created in the input, this.titlename, and we want the actual value on title name. So let's try this out. Let's save the file and then refresh the app. And we see the new form element. Let's try it out by adding some input, submit. We see that the name has changed on the database, but the name hasn't changed on the interface. The interface isn't working in real time. You still need to pull the new data. One problem with the interface at the moment is if I put something into the input field and I submit, it doesn't clear out. The input stays there. To fix this, after we finish writing to the database, at the bottom of our handle submit method, we can set the reference value to null. Save the file again, let the page reload. Now, when we enter new data, the input form clears itself out, the database is updated, and if we refresh the page, the new data is visible.